The placebo effect. Healing through belief. Hey guys, it's John here in the studio on another beautiful day outside. And I wanted to hop on and answer this comment that came in on the channel. It goes like this. Can you talk about how belief is used in the placebo effect with drug trials? How science is inadvertently or purposely using belief in its methodology? Well, I don't think it's purposely, but I think what they are doing is inadvertently proving that it's not the drugs but the belief and the belief in the drugs working. Because what happens is they set up a clinical trial like that and they give a certain percentage placebos and a certain percentage of real drugs. And they do that so that they can have the empirical evidence that the drug actually works. And what happens is a pretty good percentage of the placebo people have the same results or better results because they believe they're getting the 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 medicine. They believe they're getting the correct dosages, and they believe that the stuff will work. And so, when you look at the trials themselves, what they're doing is they're proving that belief heals. That belief is healing the body. I don't think they're they're using belief in the methodology. In fact, I think many doctors that I've run into in life don't even think about belief. All they think about is when I look at your numbers on these machines, that means I need to give you this drug. And I found that when you look at the numbers on the machines and give drugs, you're completely bypassing belief. And when they do the drug trials, they're trying to prove that the drug will lower the numbers on those machines. And in reality, what they're inadvertently proving is that belief cures. And you don't know they give people the trials and a certain percentage of the placebo people get healed or it works for them and a certain percentage of them don't, right? So I would say the ones that believed it would work, it worked for. And it's fascinating to me because when it comes down to healing, Joshua's whole thing was that you have to believe in the healing. The the thing where it says, when you pray, believe you shall receive and you shall. When you heal, believe you're being healed and you will. And it comes back to that idea that it's your belief over anything. I've healed myself many times. I've watched other people heal themselves many times. And it always comes back to the idea of your belief is healing. And so when you look at the placebo effect, to me, it's a beautiful effect because of the fact that it proves that belief heals. It proves that we don't need to struggle with ailment in that way because it itself is just the medicines themselves are just a belief the doctors are putting in the medicine. So it always comes back to belief in some form. And if they convince their patients, we have this medicine that's been showing great results, and we want to test it. And if that person believes they're going to get great results, then they're probably going to get great results. But it always comes back to the belief. It always comes back to it is your faith that heals you. It doesn't say your faith in Jesus. It says your faith, your belief. I had someone recently on one of the other channels try to challenge me saying that faith is, the ancient Greek word was pistios, and that doesn't mean belief. It means a relationship. And which I find really interesting because Joshua and the followers didn't speak Greek, they spoke Aramaic. And so when you look at this concept of, I'm going back to an ancient Greek word to prove you wrong, and you're actually using a translation that came from an oral tradition into a language that doesn't have a word that would match the word that they were using, you kind of lose your argument, really. Because, even the earliest books of the Bible are the ones that are dated in the earliest New Testament books are dated to Paul 50 years after the crucifixion. 50 years is those books, right? When you look at the rest of them, they all come 100 years after. So, it's like saying, I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening in 1900 right now. So it's kind of a moot point. But the point is that idea of pistios being a relationship, right? But the word faith means belief, period. That's what it's meant by. That's what's meant by it, and that's what was meant in the teachings. And if someone wants to argue it, you're arguing semantics that make from a different language that make no sense. So the point of this is that just believe. The placebos worked because people believed it would work. And so that's with anything in life. When you pray, believe you shall receive, and you shall. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can ask a mountain to move, it'll move. Nothing's impossible for you. Whatever you ask in God's name is granted. God's name is I am, according to Moses. I am is a present moment declaration of belief. So, yes, placebos work for that precise reason. I hope that makes sense to you guys. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.